right here on K2TV.
Coming up, we give you the details about a fundraiser for the 95-year-old kidnapped victim.
Plus, new competition has entered the race for the Senate seat on Capitol Hill. We have the details.
And down in Cheyenne, a man police are calling Houdini is still at large.
And stick around, we'll take you to Washington, D.C. for the March of Our Lives demonstration.
You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Hallie Jones.
And I'm David Furtado. Thank you for joining us. A Casper Smoke and Coffee Shop wants to give back to one community member and show how strong Casper can be when we stand together.
For the past 2 days, the Mocha Moose on CY Avenue has been raising money for a 95-year-old woman who was abducted this past week in connection to a high-speed chase. The woman, whose name has not yet been released, did spend time in the hospital after the incident. The Mocha Moose staff so far has raised around $200 that will go to the woman when her identity becomes available.
It's a little over $200 right now that has been there in just a couple days. So it's been the customers that have gone there, and we've had other people kind of stop in because they found out about it. And so it's to me, that's kind of impressive for just, you know, something out of the blue that we wanted to do. And so I love Casper. The people, when they step up when there's bad things that happen to other people.
The race for U.S. Senate is starting to heat up in Wyoming. The latest entry to the race to take John Barrasso's seat is Wyoming businessman and politician Gary Trauner, and he's seeking the Democratic nomination. Trauner is a former chair of Teton County School District No. 1, and he's run twice for the U.S. House of Representatives, losing in 2006 by just a half percentage point, and he chairs a local think tank in Jackson, Wyoming. He stopped by yesterday to talk about his strategy to win the seat.
I feel like if I can meet enough people, if I can get them to know who I am, if I can get them to listen and see what I'm all about, and I can learn from them, I think we're fine. You know, I tell people, look, if you support having New York hedge fund managers pay lower tax rate than Wyoming teachers, miners, and ranchers, then you should vote for the status quo. But if you don't think any of that is what you really want, maybe it's time for something new.
And Monday in New Hampshire, President Trump vowed to liberate the U.S. from the opioid crisis 5 months after he declared it as a public health emergency. One component of the president's plan to strengthen research that develops evidence-based solutions to the opioid crisis in order to save lives. The University of Wyoming is one academic research institution that is part of a National Institutes of Health initiative to find a solution to the crisis.
The part that we can play in medical research is to come up with alternatives to treat chronic pain that are not addictive, because clearly opioids are not the answer. Plus, we can develop and test new methods for treating people who have fallen into addiction to get them out of that terribly difficult place.
Now to the capital city, where the Republican Party's state secretary has been charged with simple assault after an alleged altercation with the party's executive director. The charge comes after an incident that occurred on February 23rd between Charles Curley and Christy Wallen at the Little America in Cheyenne. The simple assault charge was filed with the Laramie County Circuit Court Thursday, and if convicted, Curley could be fined up to $750. And to stay down in the capital city, take a look at this individual. The Cheyenne Police Department has labeled him the Great Houdini on their Facebook page after he disappeared with a pair of Adidas Cloud Foams from the Shoe Carnival store in Frontier Mall. If you can help identify this individual, you are urged to contact the Cheyenne Police Department.
And many Lander residents came together Friday to discuss the ways to make the Poposia River more sustainable. Officials are recognizing that water shortages could be on the horizon in the next few years and are making sure to be prepared down the road. This includes biologists, residents of Lander, as well as local growers in the area.
The thing that's new about the Healthy Rivers Initiative is just the way we're approaching these problems. The problems themselves are old and have been around for a long time. It's just the collaboration that we're getting together to work smarter together to help our dollars go farther to get these solutions on the ground.
The Casper Event Center is seeing over 10,000 visitors this weekend as they host the annual Central Wyoming Home and Garden Show.
Organized by the nonprofit Central Wyoming Home Builders Association to give businesses a way to showcase their goods. Take a look. Thousands of customers and hundreds of businesses can be found at the Casper Event Center this weekend at the Home and Garden Show. From grills to gardens, jacuzzis to gazebos, home improvement enthusiasts can find what they're looking for on the event center floor.
We do custom tile for people's homes, and we also do custom murals for people's.
Ridgeback hardwood floors.
And some things you might not expect.
We actually sell electronic pulse massage as well as TENS. What that does is it actually helps to get rid of pain anywhere on your body, and we just love to be able to share it with everybody here in Casper.
Genesis Pure, food supplement business.
This event can be pivotal to businesses participating as an advertising opportunity and a way to reach new customers.
It's more of advertising. We do get business right away sometimes, but most of the time it's name recognition. People, seeing us here and then down the road.
A lot of my exhibitors tell me that they get their work for the entire year off of this show.
It helps our business by getting our foot out to the public, telling them what we do, and displaying our professionalism to the community.
But not only is this huge event a boom to businesses, the Casper area also receives a huge economic boost as businesses and customers from all over Wyoming and the region make their way to the Oil City and stimulate the local economy.
We bring a lot of people into Casper that come to attend the show. Have vendors here from out of state that are, in hotel rooms and eating in restaurants and stuff. Plus just the amount of volume of money that is spent because of this show.
We've been to a couple of different restaurants and shopping at the Albertsons and staying at the hotel. I mean, every time we come out here, we are spending all of our money here.
And you don't have to be Tim the Toolman Taylor to appreciate both the boom and the beauty that comes from the Home and Garden Showcase.
Coming up after the break, Doug McGee tells us about one of the most common jobs in the United States in this week's YDOT report.
And in the world of weather, some precipitation is happening across the state, but what does the week have in store for us? I'll have more in your full weather forecast coming up.
Furniture Row's fantastic 5-day sale is on now. All living, dining, and bedroom groups are on sale. Plus, score up to 5 years, no interest. Hurry, the fantastic 5-day sale ends Tuesday.
K2TV is helping you stay up to date and informed on legislative topics that affect you with What's the Deal? Every Tuesday during the 6 p.m. news, Republican Chuck Gray and Democrat Jane Ifland will give you views from the right and from the left, and sometimes the arguments get heated.
Increased taxes for the state's core accounts.
Well,
and
Chuck,
that's a proposal. That's a proposal that's
I think what's going on
troubling.
is that the Republicans continuously talk about cutting taxes.
When you come home to K2TV.
You hear the big news? What? No? It's the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, and it's happening now. Did you see the size of that logo? Check out this brainy lawnmower, and would you look at this Civic? Yeah, this is no ordinary Civic. It's a Honda Civic with sport mode. You know what's in here that's faster than sport mode? Okay, the Indy car, but that's mine.
The Honda Dream Garage Spring Event is on now. You could get a great deal on the Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for 2018.
Spring cleaning season is upon us. What better way to let in the light while keeping out those still chilly temperatures than with new windows by Renewal by Andersen. And with our early bird special, there is no better time than now. For a limited time only, receive $750 off every door and at least $300 off every window. Plus 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2019. Call 472-2199 today to join the hundreds of your neighbors currently enjoying Renewal by Andersen windows.
It's the Memory Foam Madness Sale at Denver Mattress. Memory Foam mattresses starting at $299. Save up to 50% on select floor models. Plus, Furniture Row gift cards worth up to $300 on select models. Only at Denver Mattress.
And now, here's your weather forecast with David Furtado.
We have one quick weather advisory we want to get to real quick. A winter weather advisory in the northeastern part of the state that's active until Monday at 6 p.m. So other than that, not a whole lot of advisories to talk about, but let's take a look at what's happening right now here in the Oil City. A lot of clouds, 58 degrees, however, though we do have some winds out of the southwest at 24 miles per hour with gusts upwards to 33. So it is going to be warmer, but we're going to start cooling down as we work our way through the week. Take a look at Lynx HG radar. Some precipitation working its way into Fremont County and in parts just north of Fremont County in the northern part of the state. But that will soon change as we get some snow and rain mix working its way into the state. Now take a look at advanced track here. Going on in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to start seeing some snow and precipitation chances working its way into the state, mainly by Big Piney and Jackson and Kemmer, maybe a little bit down into Evanston. But as you work your way going on into the early morning hours on Sunday, it's going to be working its way north as well as east. You're going to have in the northeast corner, that's where those winter weather advisories will start to kick in. Those winds will start to kick up as well, going southbound on those winds. However, by Sunday, 7 o'clock, it'll be working its way, and mostly it'll thicken up and mostly stay and put in over Natrona County in that whole intersection of all of those counties as you work your way through. And going on, it's going to be working its way out of the state, and by 5 p.m., it's going to be mostly clear for the most part. Those winds will stick around, and going on into the Tuesday, it'll be mostly clear. But take a look. We're going to have some more coming on in the latter half of Tuesday. Some more precipitation chances working its way into the northwestern part of the state. So overall, we're going to be keeping an eye on some of the snow and precipitation chances as it works its way through the state. And we're going to start seeing some more things work its way through. Now, take a look at some current statewide temps. A lot more green on the map, except for mainly the northwestern part of the state. We're seeing temperatures 29, 30, and warming up to 43 and 41 as you move further south. However, on the eastern part of the state, seeing temperatures back up into the 50s and even tapping into the 60s over like in Douglas and Torrington, seeing 60 and 62. As you work your way further north, you're seeing temperatures Warland at 61 as well as over in Gillette. So overall, temperature is going to be warming up, but we're going to start seeing a cool down as we work our way going into the week. Take a look at wind speeds. They're starting to kick up, some places even into the 20s, working its way up into the 30s. So if you're driving anywhere, please take a look at YDOT to make sure you're not going to be getting blown all over the road, because you will start to feel those winds working its way through the state. Now let's take a look at what's going on. Excuse me for a second. The button's not working. It always happens. The batteries die and then things don't work, and it's still, there it goes. There it is. Overnight temps. We're going to start seeing temps as low as into the mid to upper 30s, some places even down into the teens, like over on the western part of the state. And our highs for tomorrow are going to be warming back up just a tad, but not super fantastically warm as we were seeing earlier on. Seeing a little bit more green, however, temperature is going to be dropping down into the mid to upper 40s, and some places will be working its way going on in through the state as we work our way going on to the week. Let's take a quick look at the 7-day forecast across the state. Once it loads through, it's having a little bit of a tough time with these batteries today, I'll tell you. All right, 7-day, let's take a quick look at those. We're going to have a wet start to our week. We'll get a break on Tuesday, but more rain will be coming its way going on into Wednesday, but will warm up going on into the weekend. Take a look at across the state. Cheyenne, Cody, Rock Springs, precipitation will start your week. However, those temperatures will be warming back up going on into the weekend. And last but not least, the lovely folks of Riverton, Gillette, and Sheridan. Hallie?
Thank you, David. The most common job in the United States, including Wyoming, belongs to truck and tractor and delivery drivers. In this week's YDOT report, Doug McGee tells us about the certification requirements for these drivers.
There are nearly 31,000 licensed commercial vehicle operators in Wyoming. While regulated by federal law, these drivers must work with state agencies to establish and maintain eligibility to drive. Commercial driver licenses require specialized qualifications and testing, including medical certification.
They check everything from your eyesight to your blood pressure to your medical conditions to the medication you're taking.
Certification helps ensure safety for commercial drivers and the public with whom they share the road.
It certifies you that, yes, you are medically certified to operate that commercial motor vehicle.
As of 2014, exams must be completed by a nationally certified doctor.
You don't have to go to a Wyoming doctor, so if you're over-the-road truck driver and you're in New York and you need to get your DOT medical renewed, they can do that for you in New York.
Most CDL holders can skip the visit to driver services by emailing their DOT medical card directly to YDOT.
Within 24 hours, you get notification that yes, we can accept it, or if something is missing, you're not waiting to hear later down the road that something is missing. It's usually within the first 24 hours.
Reminding you to drive safely and always buckle up. This is Doug McGee reporting.
Thank you, Doug. And still ahead, the demonstration in Washington, D.C., the March for Our Lives. We'll take you there. And in sports, the Wyoming men's basketball team has another 2 players leaving the program. K2's Megan Sally will have the details.
Don't miss out. It's the final days of Nissan Now. Hurry in for big savings on Rogue, America's best-selling SUV, and our entire lineup. Event ends April 2nd. Get 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Wyoming's news leader, K2TV, is working hard to bring you the news you need to know. Tune in weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. for Sloan Dickey and Stephanie Chavez. They'll give you the latest local, state, and national stories that are making headlines. Chief Meteorologist Eric Dean will have your complete forecast, and Andrew Hobner will give you the latest scores and highlights. Get the news you need to know when you come home to K2TV, Wyoming's news leader.
There was no way you could look at this and say this is a person who ran away.
A missing mother.
I was afraid for her.
A decades-old cold case.
I didn't have anything that would show she was actually dead.
And the key witness who finally came forward.
There was a body.
Next Dateline.
Weekdays at 2 on Wyoming's news leader, K2TV.
It wasn't April Fool's. There was a body.
A decades-old cold case finally solved.
Oh, my God.
Weekdays at 2 on Wyoming's news leader, K2TV.
Are we overhyping peanuts and allergies?
If you're going nuts trying to figure it out, we have answers.
In underdeveloped countries, the incidence of food allergies dramatically less than in the United States. So what's the difference?
Plus, healthy comfort food from Layla Ali's kitchen.
These wings are a knockout. You got a little paprika, a little sea salt, a little ground thyme.
It's like a punch in the face of flavor.
All nuanced.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. on Wyoming's news leader, K2TV.
Don't miss out. It's the final days of Nissan Now. Hurry in for big savings on Rogue, America's best-selling SUV, and our entire lineup. Event ends April 2nd. Get 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models.
You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Welcome back. There are always political protests in Washington, D.C., but today's March for Our Lives rally sounded different.
A crowd of hundreds and thousands, overwhelmingly made up of young people. The voice were childlike, but they were loud. ABC's Karen Travers has the story.
It was a call to action.
Welcome to the revolution.
In the shadow of the U.S. Capitol, students from Stoneman Douglas and across the nation making a passionate plea for an end to gun violence.
This is not a red versus blue issue. This is a morals issue.
The most powerful moment was silence. Stoneman Douglas student Emma Gonzalez reading the names of her classmates who were killed last month, and then pausing to wait until 6 minutes and 20 seconds passed from the moment she took to the stage. The same amount of time as the massacre in her school.
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
The rally was planned as a response to the Parkland, Florida shooting that killed 14 students, 2 coaches, and a teacher. But the focus went beyond the classroom, calls to end violence and protect kids in their communities.
Gun violence is more than just a Chicago problem or a Parkland problem, but it's an American problem.
The stories were personal, the messages political.
To those politicians supported by the NRA that allow the continued slaughter of our children and our future, I say get your resumes ready.
A rally cry to get young people to make their voices heard at the polls, whenever they're old enough to vote.
We also know that we stand in the shadow of the Capitol, and we know that we have 7 short years until we too have the right to vote.
And across the nation, hundreds of thousands of Americans gathering in solidarity in their own cities and towns. Many people here today, young and old, said this was their first ever political rally. The question now is, can this student-led movement keep up its momentum and have an impact in the midterm elections and beyond? Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Thank you, Karen. And coming up, K2's Megan Sally will have more highlights from Josh Allen's Pro Day. Stay with us.
Let's taco about real food real fast.
Now only $3.99. Taco Time's Fish Taco is a mouth-watering blast.
Now that's what I'm tacoing about.
The new Fish Taco, only $3.99 at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
Martin?
I was just gonna go for a quick run.
I was just gonna do the laundry, plunge the upstairs toilet, go to work, come home, and make dinner.
What's for dinner?
I love me.
We're pulling the plug.
And the kids, they're okay.
Because we're gonna continue living together.
So please, enjoy the salad course. It kills you that I don't parent the way you do.
I'm literally only shirtless because there's no clean laundry.
Shut up, traitor.
Splitting Up Together premieres Tuesday, 9:30, 8:30 Central on ABC.
Every Sunday night after our 10 o'clock show, join me, Megan Sally, for Sports Corner.
I'll have the latest from the University of Wyoming's basketball teams. Plus, every week, 2 other journalists will step in our studio for our Let's Talk Sports debate segment. And lastly, don't forget our sit-down interviews every week with a coach or athletes from the Cowboy State. I'll see you Sunday night at 10:30 for this week's edition of Sports Corner.
K2TV is helping you stay up to date and informed on legislative topics that affect you with What's the Deal? Every Tuesday during the 6 p.m. news, Republican Chuck Gray and Democrat Jane Ifland will give you views from the right and from the left, and sometimes the arguments get heated.
Increase taxes for the state's core accounts.
Well,
and
Chuck,
that's a
think
proposal.
That's
a proposal that's
I
really,
think what's going
really
on
troubling.
is that the Republicans continuously talk about cutting taxes.
When you come home to K2TV.
Let's taco about real food real fast.
Now only $3.99. Taco Time's Fish Taco is a mouth-watering blast.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
The new Fish Taco, only $3.99 at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
Now, here's your latest K2 Sports with Megan Sally.
We thank these 2 young men for their contributions to the program during their time here. This now marks a 3rd player who will be leaving Laramie. Freshman guard Anthony Mack decided to leave about 2 weeks ago due to personal reasons. The Wyoming football team will also need to fill some positions, but before we talk about next season, during Josh Allen's pro day yesterday, Coach Craig Bull wandered around the IPF talking to team officials and media members. Bull and Josh Allen built a bond over the last 3 years. While their QB and coach put the best efforts forward, after Allen threw about 60 footballs downfield yesterday, he spoke with the media to share what he learned from the University of Wyoming's head coach, and in return, Bull talked about the potential of his QB.
He's definitely a man that I look up to. He's someone that has given me a lot of great advice over the years, and he's the one thing I really love about Coach Bull is he actually cares about his team. I mean, there's been instances that I can bring up, but I won't. He's actually changed the course of a lot of people's lives, and he's done a lot of noble things, and I look up to him as a man.
So his completion percentage will go up, next year. The thing that hadn't changed is his ability to throw the ball a country mile, and that's always going to be important. And I think, he's continued to mature, and he's got a big stage, but he's going to handle it well.
Now, believe it or not, high school soccer conference season has started here in the Cowboy State. While the Jamboree helped some teams get their feet wet last weekend, today's games would hold a little more weight. Let's see what happened. We're going to start with the Kelly Walsh Trojans and the Evanston Red Devils. K-Dub got a close win over Jackson last night, while the Red Devils dropped their game across town to NC. A close shot over the net, and another chance here for Bradshaw. Bradshaw Hack tries to get his foot on it here, right to the keeper it goes. Both teams were unsuccessful in the first half, but the second half came alive while the Trojans won 2-1 in overtime. And as for the girls at Kelly Walsh, they got their first conference win last night in the rain against Jackson this morning, trying to get their season started in the 4A West. Aubrey Hill with the penalty kick here right to the left bottom corner. That's a goal, and Kelly Walsh is on the board. Now, they started to get their transition game going, and that's Nicole Klungnish. She's hit so many goals this season so far. We'll see more of her. I believe she's just a junior. Let's hear what Coach had to say afterwards.
There's a few places here and there that we need to work on, but I think overall with such a young team, we're getting there. We just wanted to get that win. It's a conference game, and so we just played hard, played our best, and just won.
Well, I'm real happy with their leadership, and both of them know the more that they can make other people better, that's just going to make their games better. And they're stepping into those roles this year and really helping those young kids out. We got some great young soccer players on our team that are going to give us a lot of quality minutes out there, and it helps to, for me to be able to coach them during practice, but to have that leadership in a senior and a junior to help coach them during the game, it's a great thing.
The Natrona County soccer teams battled through some wet conditions last night as well. The boys went on to beat Evanston 7-2 after a slow start, but the Mustangs look to get ready for Jackson on their home turf today, and even better, there was some sunshine. We start with a corner kick and a great header towards the goal from the Mustangs, but it would be just off the mark. Great effort there, but the Broncs were able to clear it and set up their own shot from the corner. Colby King will try to get his foot on it, but it just wasn't really enough to get towards the goal. Regan Chadderdon would scoop it up. Later in the second half, Joey Antonovich gets going towards the goal here. As the keeper runs out, a nice save, but this is where the goal comes from, and that is Nic Gindulis. Right spot, right time. Back of the net it goes. Natrona goes on to win 2-0.
It was just being strong defensively, making sure we get the ball out of our danger areas, and I think we did pretty well with that. Still room for some improvement, but I'm excited with what happened today.
Today the goal was to go out, work hard, definitely possess a lot, and be pretty physical. I think we came out and had a good showing, and the team definitely played real hard.
One last game to know the Phillies and the Lady Broncs. Jackson was in control most of this game, and it really showed on their offense. Holland Gaston, an open shot at the net, but the keeper right there in front. Not this time, but she'll get another shot later on. Now, it was a little crowded in the box today, and the Phillies goalie comes up big and comes to the rescue again. This time, Gaston break loose, and there it is. A shot on goal, and back of the net it goes. A goal for Jackson. The visiting team goes on to win 5-0. And we'll actually going to talk about the men's basketball tournament tonight at 10 because we're running out of time. So let's just wrap this sports up with.
That was a cool follow through though.
Yeah.
Get that ball in the net.
Yeah, follow through. Great.
Next time we're going to have David do the highlights.
Please don't. I'm bad.
Yeah, we'll talk about the NCAA tournament for the men coming up at 10 o'clock. Also the women in action today, so we'll wrap up a little bit of that action. But Josh Allen's pro day, pretty cool yesterday. So many scouts and officials there from the NFL teams. Coach Craig Bohl just had a lot of great things to say about Josh. And you could really see a difference between his footwork and just his ability to throw it on point. So
any more oohs and ahs from the crowd when he's just hurling it down the field?
Yeah, there was definitely some. We'll get to that at 10. We're all out of time. We'll see you after the break.
30 years ago, we knew them so well.
Are you ever sorry we got married?
Every second of my life.
Rosie.
Arlene. DJ. Jackie.
Tuesday.
Dan, are you dead?
Welcome them home.
Dan.
What?
I thought you were dead.
Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
You look happy. I thought maybe you moved on.
Roseanne, same cast, new episodes. Tuesday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
Wyoming's news leader, K2TV, is working hard to bring you the news you need to know. Tune in weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. for Sloan Dickey and Stephanie Chavez. They'll give you the latest local, state, and national stories that are making headlines. Chief Meteorologist Eric Dean will have your complete forecast, and Andrew Hobner will give you the latest scores and highlights. Get the news you need to know when you come home to K2TV, Wyoming's news leader.
On the next Big Bang Theory.
Red leader to Red 5, requesting your quarter-hourly location update.
Still right behind you. It's a road trip.
I don't understand why you people just let him bully you like this. Someone should stand up to him. What's he gonna do?
To hell.
They say we're young and we don't know.
'Cause you got me, and baby, I got you.
Red leader, I'm really sorry.
I got you, baby.
Next Big Bang.
Saturday at 6:30 on Wyoming's news leader, K2TV.
The Champion Spring Celebration. It's our biggest sale of the year. Buy 2 energy-efficient Champion windows and get the 3rd one free, all with our Comfort 365 glass and our exclusive limited lifetime warranty. Just call 888-930-CHAMPION.
Our national forests belong to all of us. Now they need us to help replant them. Visit arborday.org. See how you can help.
Person of Interest, Saturdays at 11 on Wyoming's news leader, K2TV. You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Take a look at the breakdown for tonight. We're going to have a 20% chance of mixed precipitation going overnight. Mostly cloudy skies and winds out of the southwest, 15 to 20 miles per hour. However, going on into tomorrow, 30% chance of snow before 9 a.m. and It'll be moving over to scattered rain throughout the rest of the day. Mostly cloudy will stick around. We'll have northerly winds come out at 5 to 15 miles an hour. So we're going to see a little bit of precipitation working its way even to the start of the week. We'll have a break a little bit on Tuesday as we work our way into the next week. We'll see more sun.
Not too bad. No.
All right. Have a good night. We'll see you at 10.
Tonight, breaking news, the massive rallies from coast to coast, from Washington, D.C. to New York, Chicago to Dallas to L.A. Teenagers from Parkland, Florida, leading hundreds of thousands, demanding tougher gun laws and an end to gun violence in schools. Powerful moments on stage, student Emma Gonzalez marking the minutes it took the gunman to kill 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High School. The march increasing pressure on the gun control debate. President Trump calling for a ban on bump stocks. The NRA responding tonight. President Trump's accusers, the attorney for Stormy Daniels, issuing a warning to the president's legal team as the adult film star is about to go public in prime time. Hospital shooting, the tense moments when police officers, weapons drawn and holding shields, confront a patient armed with a handgun. Why they say they were forced to fire. And